Yes, it is time for Brad's collection. Let's get started.
What's going on, guys? We just got home from Charlotte, North Carolina. We were at the Gathering VI. This is the sixth time we went to the Gathering. We went to every single one. Another great event. This was a 4-day fan fest, guys, with super ticket guests every single day. Vendors in the vendor room every single day. So let's dig right into it on the items that we got. Y'all seen me show the kendo stick before. I only got it signed one time this weekend because I'm only looking for the main ECW guys, but I picked up Raven's autograph on Saturday on there. That's all I got on the kendo stick. Another cool item that I got was this great Sasuke mask. I had the mask I bought on Whatnot, so he was there. Very nice guy. He spoke English, and he signed my mask. He said, "Nice mask," and he signed it for me. So very cool, great Sasuke mask for the mask collection. I think it puts me in. I'm in the 60s now on my signed wrestling mask. After that, I got the lizard, Mr. Iguana's lizard. What is it, Layeska?
Yeah,
something like that. They had it at the Pro Wrestling Loot stand, their subscription service, and they did some stuff with him, and I believe they had him sign a couple of these. So very cool lizard. So I like to get the cool props to put in my room, and I already know exactly what's going in the wrestling room. It's a great item there for my collection. Braden got something cool. What'd you get, Braden?
I got the major buddy of the baby doll. I think that's what they're called, the Slam Buddies.
Slam Buddies?
Of baby doll. Very cool.
Got that direct from her table signed, so that was cool. Yep. After that, let's do the 8x10s. All right, here's the 8x10s for the weekend, guys. We got to Brad Hollywood. Hollywood was one of the wrestlers that wrestled for Glow, and she was one of the super ticket guests, so very cool. She was really nice to everybody. I got Albert, Mr. Outrageous. He's also an actor. I think that's what he's more known for. But he was an enhancement talent in WWF and a champion throughout wrestling. So there we go. Outrageous Albert. I got the Blackjacks. Blackjack Wyndham and Blackjack Bradshaw. Both of them were there. Bradshaw was brought in by Premier Signatures. Barry Wyndham was a super ticket guest. So it was great to get that one signed, the new Blackjacks. We got Miss Jones, also brought in by Premier Signatures. Very, very cool to get her, somebody needed, from the WCW days. How about the Headhunters, guys? This was a cool one. They were all over the place a long time ago, and there was a cool tag team that Premier Signatures brought in. Yellow paint pen made that autograph pop. Great guest there. And Premier Signatures also brought in Arcady, Ted Arcady. Very, very cool right there. And speaking of Mr. Iguana, I got the Iguana, but I also bought an 8x10 from him, which if you're a Pro Wrestling Loot subscriber, it's the autograph next month. But very, very cool autograph for the collection. And then I have a very cool one. They flew in from Japan. Tatsumi Fujinami. I believe is how you say his name. It's kind of hard to say some of these Japanese guys' names. But Japanese legend, Tatsumi Fujinami. It's a very, very cool autograph. That is the 8x10s.
And for my 8x10s, I did get the Nate the Great versus Bam Bundy. It was the very first Team Art Championship match, and so they made those. And when I bought the Slam Buddy, Baby Doll threw in this for me. Very cool.
Yep. Very cool. You want to show off your bendies?
All right, I'll go to my major bendies. I did get Raven to sign his major bendy. I did get Hacksaw as well. I think that blue pops very well for that one. And then both Demolition Smash and Demolition Axe. They were both on the super ticket, so I got that.
Awesome figures. And I think his autograph bendy collection is up to 26, if I'm not mistaken, so that's great. Let's go to the Micro Brawlers, guys. I got 5 Micro Brawlers this weekend. I took 4 of them with me, picked up one while I was there. We got the Berserker today, just a couple hours ago, right before we left. The Berserker. Always funny. If you haven't met John Nord, aka the Berserker, I'd highly recommend you going to a show and just listening to him. He goes on and on. Funny guy. We got IRS, Mr. Mike Rotunda was there. It's IRS Pay Up. IRS Micro Brawler. Glacier was there in full gimmick. And I will post my photos at the end. Because I got photos of a bunch of guys this year. I don't normally do. But Glacier. We got Repo Man, aka Barry Darso, aka Demolition Smash. Lots of different gimmicks, but a very cool Repo Man micro brawler. And then to finish out my Rock and Roll Express, because I got Ricky to sign his last year, I got Robert to sign his this year. So very, very cool. I've been having it sitting right beside him since last year. Here we go. Another figure I got. This is from Epic Toys. They had this figure at Premier Signatures table, so I picked it up. I wasn't going to meet Boris, but I couldn't pass on that figure. It was a good deal for the figure. I think I paid $20 for the figure, and he signed it for me, so that was awesome. Boris Zukov signed a figure for the collection to put on the wall. Also picked up, I had this figure I bought online before I went, mint condition, Sinister Minister James Mitchell, guys, and he signed this right before I left as well today. Sinister Minister, he decided to do the white paint pen, thought it would look good. I agree with him, he did a good job of that. Very cool figure of Sinister Minister. Put him aside, don't want to get messed up. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, guys. Always fun to meet Brutai, and that's a cool figure for the collection right there. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. We also got a picture with him, and we got to hold the break and got to hold the scissors, didn't you? Yep.
Yeah.
So there we go. Very, very cool. We have, how about this one, guys? Great Muta flew in from Japan, guys. We've met him once before when they flew him in for WrestleCade. So this time, I got him on a figure. I decided to do the Superstars figure. Great Muta, come with a white paint pen. Very, very nice Great Muta figure signed. Then, Title Run Toys just now released their figures not long ago, and they had Ernest the Cat Miller there. And I was the first one, actually, to buy the Ernest the Cat Miller figure. He did it in white paint pen as well, right there. But there we go. Title Run Toys, Ernest the Cat Miller, guys. And the last of my figures signed is the Hills and Faces one-man game. He was there, and another vendor had the figure, so I picked it up. I always loved his autograph. He goes in detail, one-man gang, and he draws the skull. So very, very cool one-man gang autograph for the collection. And how about this one, guys? Ho! Hacksaw Jim Duggan, guys. You gotta love Hacksaw. And I picked up, they were selling these Hacksaws, well, these 2x4s in there at the main table. So I picked one up, and he signed that for me. And he's always fun when you see the Hacksaw. He bangs it on the table and scares everybody in the room. But Hacksaw's always a fun person to meet. We got, this is the card set for the year, and I got everybody that was on the super ticket to sign it. So here we go. We got Glacier, Ken Resnick, Berserker, Sinister Minister James Mitchell, Mr. Olympia Jerry Stubbs, Ken Patera, Johnny Rods, Hollywood, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, oh, Ronnie Garvin, Tiger Conway Jr., the Great Saska, Jules Strongbow, very, very cool in there, Scott McGee, Ranger Ross, the U.S. Express, Crusher Krestev, oops, Tully Blanchard, Nikita Koloff, the Masked Superstar, and Bill Apter. They added Tommy Rich last minute because somebody else had canceled, so I got an old WCW Impale card that I took with me for Tommy Rich to sign. So now Braden has a couple of items he's going to show.
All right. I did find at someone else's table they were selling a Chase U right there signed by Duke Hudson. Very cool little clipboard. I'm going to try and get it signed by as many Chase U members that I can meet. Hope to meet some more. Not only that, Hal Haney was there selling some art. And so I did want to get this ECW right there. Get a bunch of guys on there. And so he had this deal. If you buy one, it's $20. Then you can add some more for $10. So my dad got all the Sting faces right there. Very cool.
Big Sting fan. Next time I meet him, he's signing that thing.
And then right here at the High Spots table, there we're selling the I Quit match in poster form. Very cool right there. Signed by both Magnum and Tully. Very cool. All right, on top of that, I did get my Tough Stuff book signed first by Tully Blanchard, right there. Very cool. Also got it signed by Susan Green, right there, and I actually got this one for free. She wasn't announced to be there. She was just kind of walking around, hanging out and stuff. So very cool. All these names, really had never seen this book before. They were asking, where'd you get that? What kind of book is that? So I thought that was very interesting. And then you got Nikita Koloff right there. Oh, I forgot I also got Tommy Rich in here. Almost forgot.
And Jerry stuff.
Tommy Rich right there. And then Mr. Olympia, Jerry Stubbs. Very cool. On top of that, I did get my encyclopedia signed right here. Very cool. A lot of different names that I got in there. I think I probably got about 8 people in there. And then in my new encyclopedia, I only got Ken Patera to sign this one. Very cool.
You want to look at your loots? Just let him look at. He also, they had a deal for these pro wrestling loots, so he picked up 2 of them for $30. Got him a couple items in here. If you want to show that stuff.
All right. All right, so there was one that you could get with a shirt and one without a shirt. This is the one that was without the shirt. It did come with the Pint Size All-Star Smash. It came with a Sin Cara mask. It had a Kerry Morton lapel pin, very cool. Had a car refreshener, El Luchador. Then, right here is Greg the Hammer Valentine on a signed 8x10. Comes with a Demolition Man little print right there, not signed. Then it comes with a Paul London card right there. And like a little picture of Thunder Rosa, not signed. Moving on to the one that comes with a shirt. It has the Pint Size All-Star of Kevin Sullivan. Very cool. Did have a Juventud Guerrero air refreshener. Very cool. Got an LWO collector's pin. And then a Harley race shirt. Very cool right there. Moving on. This one came with 2 cards of Eddie Guerrero and 1 of the Macho Man. Very cool little art. And then it's got like a little mini poster of a heel John Cena, says 17 time right there on the belt, with a signed EC3 print. Very cool.
And guys, I think that's it. I'm going to show the videos at the end. Nope, we do got more. We got some figures that we picked up. I'll show mine. I didn't get as many as he did. I only picked up 2. I picked up a Rob Van Dam Defining Moments figure. I think I paid $15 for this on the day we got there. Very, very cool. And I did get more than that. Then I also picked up an Elite Vader, and I wanted this version because it has the Vader time on it. And that was my favorite version of Vader. We got, what was his name?
Alexander Wolf.
Alexander Wolf, who is part of Sanity. Cool figure there, and I got a good deal on that compared to what you can get it online. And the man himself, Mr. James Ellsworth, Elite figure as well. So that's what I got. Brayden picked up some figures as well.
I got the Supreme Kenny Omega. It was mint in box. I do have Kenny Omega figures. I just wanted that Supreme version of him. I did get a Big Show Elite. I've been needing an Elite version of Big Show for a while. Got the Ember Moon. My figure actually broke for some reason. I think it was like her leg. I don't know. It was very weird, so I needed another Ember Moon in the collection. Finally, I found the Elite Billy Kay right there. I do have the Elite Peyton Royce, so I just needed Billy to go with her. And then I did get the new Elite of Kurt Angle, which is from the Legends series.
All right, guys. So like I say, I will add the pictures at the end. And so thank you guys for watching. Check out tmarkpromotions.com to see the gathering next year. Very laid-back, fun, 4 to 5 day weekend, according to how long you want to stay. But it's 4 days of Fan Fest. You get to meet wrestlers. They got a great super ticket deal. I think it's $290, and you get 2 autographs of 24 different wrestlers. So you can't beat that deal anywhere, especially when some of these autographs are worth a lot more than that. So very great deal, very fun Fan Fest. See you guys next time and hope to see you there next year. Goodbye.
Bye.